rounds across morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libator. Let the holiday weekend begin. Many may have taken today off to get a nice 4-day weekend for Labor Day, and if so, it's going to be a spectacular one to go outside. Meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah. And Eric, this is just the beginning of what's going to be a nice stretch.
Yeah, we've been wondering where that summer weather was like for all of August. And finally, September is here, and here comes the sunshine, the nice weather. It's a cool start, though, this morning. Temperatures are starting out in the low 40s for some of us. In fact, you look at the local temperatures from the New York State Mesonet Network. 42 checking in with Old Forge this morning. Morrisville a little warmer with 43, as well as Colebrook. Lawrence, Woodgate at 44 degrees, Westmoreland 45, and Herkimer, the warmest of the central New York weather stations, checking in at 47 degrees. But we do warm up into the low to mid 70s by this afternoon. Things are quiet and dry in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 off the radar. And again, our weather headlines, beautiful weather expected today with low humidity. Great weather for this holiday weekend, and on top of that, the summer heat returns next week with highs possibly reaching the upper 80s to low 90s. But again, today, beautiful weather, sunshine across the board. I'll go into more detail what to expect for the holiday weekend in full coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Communities are assessing the damage rolling through. President Biden is promising federal assistance for a full recovery. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington this morning with the details.
Cleanup is underway after Idalia left a path of destruction along the southeast United States.
We weren't prepared to lose all of this.
President Biden will get a first-hand look at the damage when he travels to Florida Saturday. He announced the trip during a visit to FEMA headquarters.
I'm here to thank all of you, and I really mean this. Thank you.
Governors also praising state and local responders for their efforts.
There's a lot of resources being put on this mission to be able to get them up and running as quickly as possible.
Amazing response. They've gotten a lot done.
Utility crews from across the country are helping to restore power.
We are working 24 hours a day, and we will be on the job until we get everybody's lights back on.
Lawmakers return from recess next week, and President Biden is urging Congress to approve more disaster relief money.
We need this money done. We need this disaster relief request met. We need to do it in September. We can't wait.
The president requesting $12 billion to ensure that FEMA can help communities impacted by disasters recover. Some Republicans criticize President Biden's request for more disaster funding because it's also tied to providing more aid for Ukraine. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
A warning this morning from
the WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, happy Friday, and happy first day of September. Some of us are seeing foggy conditions this morning, especially in the southern valleys. Here is a look at our Oneonta camera. We got some patchy fog there in the City of the Hills, as well as up in the North Country, too. Nothing major, but still some foggy conditions up there as well. But here in the Mohawk Valley, from our Nexus camera looking at downtown Utica, no fog right now, and looks to be not expected for the next couple of hours. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 off the radar. We are still dry across central New York, and we're still going to be remaining in a dry pattern for most of the near future. In fact, if you have a chance today, I want to work outside with low humidity, sunshine, and temperatures climbing up into the upper 60s to even mid 70s by this afternoon. So again, great outdoor weather for this afternoon and this evening. And nice weather does continue for the entire holiday weekend. Partly cloudy skies Saturday, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. A chance for a stray shower between 6 to 8 p.m. as a weak disturbance arrives from the north. But besides that, only notable chance of rain showers for the next several days. For Sunday, mostly sunny skies, increased humidity, and high temperatures climbing up into the upper 70s to low 80s. Very strong area of high pressure. Keep things quiet here in central New York for the time being. We mentioned high pressure a lot. I want to explain for those of you that don't really understand what high pressure, low pressure is, low pressure, air rises, water condenses, and it forms clouds and possibly rain. However, with high pressure, air sinks and it can hold more moisture. And when we mention high pressure, we usually refer to it with lots of sunshine and very nice weather. And so that will be the case for today. Temperatures starting out on the cool side in the mid-40s with sunshine expected throughout the day, highs approaching the mid-70s. And as we head into the evening hours, overnight lows will fall down into the upper 40s to low 50s, not as cool as tonight for tomorrow night. Saturday, starting out with sunshine, increasing clouds throughout the day, and again, a chance for a spotty shower as we head into Saturday night as that weak disturbance pushes through. But beyond that, looking at a warmer start to your Sunday morning with highs approaching the low 80s with, of course, plenty of sunshine. And so recap for today, beautiful weather, highs in the low to mid 70s. Tonight, cool conditions with clear skies, lows down into the upper 40s to low 50s. Our 7-day forecast, we are returning to summer again as we head into this weekend, Labor Day, very warm highs in the upper 80s, and that will continue for a, not official, but kind of a heat wave for Monday through Wednesday, approaching 90 by Wednesday as well.
Wow, the first rain not till next Thursday, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely a very dry weather pattern. We're looking for that all of August.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. Well, some horrifying images. And thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libator. Plenty to get to this half hour sunrise. But first, let's bring in meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah this morning. And Eric, boy, are we going to start a nice stretch of weather.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have plenty of sunshine today, low humidity, just fantastic start to the 1st of September. And along with that, too, nice weather does continue for the holiday weekend. First, though, it is on the cool side this morning. Some temperatures actually have fallen a degree or two. Here's a look at the local temperatures from the New York State Mesonet Network. Morrisville, Colebrook, and Lawrence dropped a degree. Morrisville and Colebrook down to 42 degrees. Lawrence 43. Westmoreland down to 44. Herkimer still the warmest of the Mesonet Network at 47 degrees here in central New York. It's definitely a cool start. It will warm up though. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are still dry across the area. Our headlines, a beautiful day is expected with, again, low humidity, plenty of sunshine, highs in the mid-70s. Great weather will continue this holiday weekend as well. And on top of that, too, the summer heat, although it wasn't here for August, finally returns for the first full week of September next week. But again, today, enjoy the fantastic weather with plenty of sunshine, cloudless skies, highs in the mid-70s. Again, we're going into more detail on the full holiday weekend forecast coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell.
The Cooperstown Camp is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
As a lot of you have noticed, it has been a cool, cloudy, and pretty much rainy August, and the stats do back that up. A recap of the entire month right here. As you can see, no above average days were witnessed at all for the entire month. 11 below average days and 20 around average days, with temperatures ranging in the upper 70s. In fact, the warmest few days were only in the low 80s for the entire month of August. And it could be expected that our first full week of September might see warmer days compared to any of the warmest days expected for this past August. Temperatures are still starting out on the cool side this morning in the upper 40s, 47 right now, measured at Griffith Park in Rome, with clear skies, dry conditions on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, for today, we're expecting fantastic outdoor weather with plenty of sunshine and low humidity, highs in the mid-70s. Nice weather does continue into the holiday weekend. I'll go into more detail coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Labor Day weekend is upon us, and with
New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. We do have nice weather expected this Friday, at least first day of September as well, with highs approaching the mid-70s and low humidity. First, though, I'll share this picture of you of this blue supermoon. It's called a supermoon because the moon is closer than usual to the Earth, and it's also called a blue moon because it was the second full moon of the month in August. This is a very detailed picture here sent in by Jarvis DeLauro in Clinton. Now, things here this morning are foggy for some of us in the southern valleys. You look at our Oneonta camera. Again, foggy conditions, but things are still pretty clear here in the Mohawk Valley at this point. In a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are still dry across central New York and are expected to remain mostly, if not entirely, dry for the near future. And in fact, if you have the chance today to work outside, I would recommend it with, again, low humidity, sunshine, temperatures in the upper 60s by noontime and the mid 70s by the evening hours. And the nice weather will continue for the holiday weekend, starting out with Saturday, partly cloudy skies, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s with low but noticeable humidity and the chance for a spotty shower between 6 to 8 p.m. The only notable chance of seeing any rain showers for the near future. On Sunday, mostly sunny, more humid with highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. And another warm-up is expected as we head into the beginning of next week. A strong ridge of high pressure is keeping things quiet here in central New York for the time being, and with it bringing plenty of sunshine. So a cool start this morning. Temperatures in the mid-40s across a lot of the area. Warming up into the mid-70s by around 3 to 5 p.m. with plenty of sunshine still. Cool tonight, not as cool as last night with overnight lows falling into the upper 40s to low 50s, and a very pleasant start to your Saturday. Increasing clouds closer to sunset. And we're still looking at that weak disturbance pushing through the area between, again, 6 to 8 p.m. An isolated shower, but due to lower humidity, rain chances are low and producing very little accumulations. After that, though, a mild start to Sunday morning, and highs are expected to climb up into the upper 70s to low 80s. And so recap for today, highs in the mid-70s, beautiful conditions. Tonight, lows down into the upper 40s to low 50s with clear skies. Our 7-day forecast, we have plenty of sunshine in the near future, lingering for Monday for Labor Day, warming up into the upper 80s to low 90s by Wednesday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Now to another stop on our high school, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libator. Let the holiday weekend begin. Many may have taken today off to get a nice 4-day weekend for Labor Day, and if so, it is going to be a spectacular one to get outside. Meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah. And Eric, just how warm are we talking? And the humidity is going to be pretty low too. Yeah, low humidity for today. Temperatures climbing up into the mid-70s, warming up into the low 80s throughout the weekend, and I would call it officially heat wave, but a heat wave by next week. So definitely a return to summer. And definitely a lot of us are probably looking forward to seeing plenty of sunshine after a very cool and cloudy August. It's been a cool start this morning, though. Temperatures are starting out in the mid to low 40s. Old Forge bottoming out at 42 degrees. Morrisville and Colebrook lowered a degree within the past hour at 42. Woodgate 44 degrees, and Herkimer lowered a degree within the past hour, now at 46 degrees. However, the cool temperatures won't last too long as we warm up into the mid-70s by this afternoon. Things are quiet on the radar right now, and again, beautiful weather is expected for today. Great weather also expected for the majority of this holiday weekend into Labor Day itself. And as I mentioned before, summer heat returns by the start of next week. And so again, today, beautiful weather, low humidity, sunshine, easily a top 10 day across the area. And we are talking about what to expect in detail for the holiday weekend coming up. Back to you, Gary. Eric, thanks. Communities are assessing the damage after Hurricane Idalia. President Biden is promising federal assistance for a full recovery. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington this morning with the details.
Cleanup is underway after Idalia left a path of destruction along the southeast United States.
We weren't prepared to lose all of this.
President Biden will get a first-hand look at the damage when he travels to Florida Saturday. He announced the trip during a visit to FEMA headquarters.
I'm here to thank all of you, and I really mean this. Thank you
Governors also praising state and local responders for their efforts.
There's a lot of resources being put on this mission to be able to get them up and running as quickly as possible.
Amazing response. They've gotten a lot done.
Utility crews from across the country are helping to restore power.
We are working 24 hours a day, and we will be on the job until we get everybody's lights back on.
Lawmakers return from recess next week, and President Biden is urging Congress to approve more disaster relief money.
We need this money done. We need this disaster relief request met. We need to do it in September. We can't wait.
The president requesting $12 billion to ensure that FEMA can help communities impacted by disasters recover. Some Republicans criticize President Biden's request for more disaster funding because it's also tied to providing more aid for Ukraine. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
A warning this morning.
Welcome back. A look at the holiday weekend forecast, starting out with Saturday. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures climbing up into the upper 70s to low 80s with low but more noticeable humidity compared to today. There's a chance for a spotty shower heading into the evening hours between 6 to 8 p.m. as a weak disturbance moves through from the northwest. On Sunday, more humid, highs climbing up into the upper 70s to low 80s but more sunny. And the sunshine will continue into Labor Day itself on Monday. And temperatures also climbing up into the upper 80s. And that will be the trend heading into the start of next week, approaching the upper 80s by Tuesday and maybe the even low 90s by Wednesday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Americans are struggling with the rise.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Welcome back. Happy first day of September and happy Friday. We're expected to see a very nice day today with temperatures climbing up into the mid-70s with plenty of sunshine. First, though, we got to get through some valley fog for some of the areas. Here's a live look at Oneonta. You can't really see Oneonta from this view right here. And a look in Old Ford, still foggy conditions in some higher elevations. But here in Utica, aside from a few stray patchy fog conditions, things are very clear and a very pleasant start, almost cool, to the Friday. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are still dry across central New York and are expected to remain dry for the entire day today. And in fact, you do have time, if you want, to spend outside doing some work. I would say it's the best afternoon to do so with low humidity, temperatures climbing up into the mid-70s, and of course, plenty of sunshine. Nice weather does continue for the holiday weekend, starting out with Saturday. Partly cloudy skies, low but noticeable humidity, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. There is a small chance for a spotty shower between 6 to 8 p.m. as a weak disturbance moves through the area from the northwest. But beyond that, that's the only real notable chance of rain showers for the next several days. For Sunday, a bit warmer with more noticeable humidity, temperatures climbing up into the upper 70s to low 80s with plenty of sunshine. And our weather for the near future is driven by a very strong ridge of high pressure over the entire northeast, keeping things quiet and dry. However, if you notice right here on the very top of your screen, that's our next weather maker, if any, to produce at least a decent amount of rain showers north and south of us. But for our area itself, not expecting anything major in terms of rain accumulation. And so to our Skycast, again, a cool start to your morning. Temperatures in the mid-40s across a lot of the area. Warming up into the mid-70s by this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. Again, fantastic outdoor weather. Overnight lows tonight down into the upper 40s to low 50s. And partly cloudy skies expected for your Saturday. However, as we approach the evening hours between 5 and around midnight, that weak disturbance pushes through. And again, a spotty shower or two is possible as we head into the early morning hours Sunday. Beyond that, more humid for Sunday afternoon with highs approaching the upper 70s to low 80s. And so for today, again, beautiful weather, highs in the mid-70s. Tonight, lows down into the upper 40s to low 50s with clear skies. Our 7-day forecast, beautiful weather expected this Labor Day weekend. Labor Day itself looking sunny, highs in the upper 80s with plenty of sunshine. And that sunshine will continue for Tuesday and Wednesday, approaching 90 degrees. So although it's a little late, it's still summer. Technically, it's still summer, and we're finally getting that summer-like weather.
Yeah, loving this weekend, though.
Yes, beautiful.
Eric, thank you. Well, some horrifying. Thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libitor. Plenty to get to this half hour of sunrise, but first, let's bring in meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah this morning. And Eric, boy, what a 7-day forecast that is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We got sunshine, low humidity for the time being. It does return, but at least a lot of us will be thankful for the sunshine and summer-like weather we've been lacking for the past month or so. So definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Well, it is a cool start this morning, though. A look at the local temperatures from both the New York State Mesna as well as some of our sky watchers. Old Forge bottoming out at 42 degrees, as well as Morrisville and Coldbrook. Stewart and Cooperstown, 43. Mike and New Hartford, 47 degrees. Also Herkimer, 46. Westmoreland, 44. Milford, 46. 46 in Clinton, and 45 degrees with Scott in Edmiston. And that won't last too long, though. We do warm up as we head throughout the day. Things are dry in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, beautiful weather expected with low humidity, lots of sunshine, and temperatures in the mid-70s. Great weather does continue for this holiday weekend, and as I said before, that summertime heat does return next week. Summer isn't over with just yet, even though it is the first day of September. And again, for today, beautiful weather, highs in the mid-70s. I'll go into more detail on the full forecast for this weekend ahead coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has been medically cleared to continue.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Summer is showing up a little bit late to the party. Taking a look at the average or temperatures versus average for the month of August. Notice no red, no above average temperatures. In fact, it was a very cool, cloudy, and rainy August with 11 below average days and 20 average days. And again, no above average days. That will likely change as we head into the start of September, though, as high temperatures are expected to climb higher than any high temperature we saw all throughout the month of August. Although we are expecting warmer temperatures for the near future, things are still cool this morning. Lows in the mid to upper 40s. Currently 47 degrees measured at Griffith Park in Rome. The sunrise a few moments ago in the past half hour. And again, things are dry. I expect in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And for today, beautiful weather, low humidity, sunshine, temperatures in the mid-70s. Nice weather will continue this holiday weekend. I'll go into more detail coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Labor Day weekend is upon us. And
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. A cool start to your Friday and for the month of September, but we do have nice weather on tap today with sunshine and temperatures climbing up into the mid-70s. First, though, I want to share a very beautiful picture here sent in by Jarvis here of the super blue moon. And it's called a super moon because it's about 10% bigger than normal. And it's blue, not because it's blue, but because it's the second full moon of the month of August. And so anytime there's multiple full moons, they call it the blue moon. I wouldn't say exactly know why, but that's exactly what they use to describe it. Things are still on the cool side this morning. Looking at our Nexus camera at downtown Utica, blue skies, patchy fog in some valley locations in the southern valleys this morning as well. However, other than that, we're looking at quiet conditions on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperatures this morning are still in the 40s. 45 Big Moose, 48 Whitesboro, 46 degrees Dollarville and Little Falls. Into the south, even cooler, 41 Skenevis, 47 Cooperstown, 45 in Norwich, as well as Sherburne. But today, if you have time to spend outside, even doing some work outside as well, beautiful weather, temperatures in the mid-70s with plenty of sunshine and low humidity. The lower humidity will continue for the majority of Saturday, a little more noticeable compared to today, with highs approaching the upper 70s to low 80s with partly cloudy skies. A chance for a stray shower between 6 to 8 p.m. from weak disturbance to the north. Besides that, the only notable rain chance for the near future. For Sunday, mostly sunny skies, a little warmer too as well, and at least much more noticeable humidity with again highs approaching the upper 70s to low 80s. Radar and satellite showing a strong ridge of high pressure over the northeast, keeping things dry and quiet across all of central New York. Our next chance of weather is actually, if you can see right here in the corner of your screen, some clouds just north of Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. And that will be set to arrive by tomorrow evening. But for now, again, a cool start to the day. Sunshine in the afternoon, highs in the mid 70s. Tonight, lows falling down into the upper 40s to low 50s. With increasing clouds throughout the day, and then as we head into Saturday evening between 6 to 8 p.m. Again, that chance for those spotty showers to move through briefly, nothing major in terms of rainfall. And we head into Sunday morning, a mild start with temperatures climbing up into the low 80s by Sunday evening. Again, just absolutely fantastic weather for this holiday weekend. And so again for today, beautiful weather, highs in the mid 70s with low humidity. Cool tonight, clear skies, lows down to the mid 50s. Our 7-day forecast after this weekend, Labor Day itself looking sunny and very warm, highs in the upper 80s. That will continue for Tuesday and Wednesday with sunshine approaching 90 degrees on Wednesday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Now to another stop on our high.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
A good Friday morning to you, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Libator. Get ready for some sunshine and a lot of it. And the best part, very low humidity. Meteorologist Eric Gage in for Hannah today, and we are talking pretty much a perfect day today.
Oh, easily. Low, you said before, low humidity, sunshine, fantastic weather to start out the first day of September. And summer does return as we head into this weekend and next week with highs approaching the upper 80s to low 90s.
Wow.
So definitely looking forward to some sunshine and high weather. Before, though, we do have to deal with some cooler conditions. Temperatures ranging in the low 40s in the North Country, 42 Old Forge. Colebrook 42 in the Mohawk Valley, 46 Herkimer, as well as 44 degrees in Westmoreland, 43 Cooperstown, 47 degrees in New Hartford. Things are dry and quiet on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, for today, expect absolutely beautiful weather, easily another top 10 day across central New York. Great weather is also expected this holiday weekend with sunshine, and humidity will increase by Sunday. However, along with that too, the summer heat does return by next week. But again, for today, enjoy the low humidity, sunshine, just absolutely fantastic outdoor weather. I'll go into more detail on what to expect for the full Labor Day weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Communities are assessing that and it's promising federal assistance for a full recovery. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington this morning with more.
Cleanup is underway after Idalia left a path of destruction along the southeast United States.
We weren't prepared to lose all of this.
President Biden will get a first-hand look at the damage when he travels to Florida Saturday. He announced the trip during a visit to FEMA headquarters.
I'm here to thank all of you, and I really mean this. Thank you.
Governors also praising state and local responders for their efforts.
There's a lot of resources being put on this mission to be able to get them up and running as quickly as possible.
Amazing response. They've gotten a lot done.
Utility crews from across the country are helping to restore power.
We are working 24 hours a day, and we will be on the job until we get everybody's lights back on.
Lawmakers return from recess next week, and President Biden is urging Congress to approve more disaster relief money.
We need this money done. We need this disaster relief request met. We need to do it in September. We can't wait.
The president requesting $12 billion to ensure that FEMA can help communities impacted by disasters recover. Some Republicans criticize President Biden's request for more disaster funding because it's also tied to providing more aid for Ukraine. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And a warning this
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning and welcome back. Filling in for Hannah this Friday, and a great day to fill in, I should say, with plenty of sunshine and temperatures climbing up into the mid-70s by this afternoon. Here's a live look at downtown Utica from our Nexus camera. Again, gorgeous blue skies in parts of the Mohawk Valley this morning. Some of us, a little different story, seeing some patchy fog here on our Oneonta camera. Can't see much of Oneonta here. And some patchy fog in the North Country too is also slowly lifting. Things are looking quiet and dry as well in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 topped the radar and are expected to remain dry for the entire day today. And in fact, temperatures this morning are ranging in the mid to upper 40s, 45 Big Moose, 49 degrees in Westmoreland and Whitesboro, 46 degrees Little Falls and Dolgeville, and to the south a little cooler, 41 Schenevus, 48 in Cooperstown, 45 in Sherburne. Looking to work outside today, a great day to do that with temperatures in the upper 60s by noontime and the mid-70s by the evening hours. Again, sunshine and low humidity is in the forecast. For tomorrow, the start of the holiday weekend, partly cloudy skies, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, and there's a chance for a spotty shower possible between 6 to 8 p.m. from weak disturbance from the northwest. Other than that, the only notable rain chance for the near future. For Sunday, looking more dry, more sunny, and temperatures climbing up into the upper 70s to low 80s with more noticeable humidity as well. And this is all due to a strong ridge of high pressure, keeping things quiet for the near term here in central New York. And again, for today, a cool start, but warming up into the mid-70s by this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. Cool down tomorrow night into the upper 40s to low 50s, and then partly cloudy skies for Saturday. Increasing clouds by the evening and a chance for a spotty shower right around sunset, again from that weak disturbance. But again, after that, things warm up and dry out by Sunday with higher humidity and highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. And so again, for today, highs in the mid-70s, beautiful weather tonight, lows down into the upper 40s to low 50s with cool and clear conditions. Our 7-day forecast, nice weather continues for the holiday weekend. 88 for the high for Labor Day itself, and the high temperatures do continue for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
Joining us, I'm Katrina Smith. Gary has the day off. Let's take a look at your forecast for the holiday weekend. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in the Weather Center.
Yeah, we had a foggy and cool start for some of us with temperatures in the 40s. It's quickly warmed up, though, with temperatures currently in the upper 60s at this point. Here's a time lapse, a really cool time lapse of Oneonta this morning. Some pretty dense fog in some of the river valleys south, but as we head into the mid-morning, the fog cleared and nothing but sunshine moved in for the Oneonta area. In fact, here's a live look at Oneonta right now. Again, looking at gorgeous blue skies, low humidity, easily a top 10 day expected here across central New York. And of course, things are quiet and dry in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 top of the radar. And again, weather headlines, beautiful weather is expected for today. Great weather will continue this holiday weekend, and along with that too, the summer heat, although it's been missing for a lot of August, is returning by the end of the weekend and next week. But again, for today, beautiful weather, temperatures in the mid-70s. Again, we'll have a look at the full holiday weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Katrina.
Thank you, Eric. We turn our attention.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. It's shaping up to be a fantastic first day of September with temperatures already reaching the low 70s and of course plenty of sunshine. In fact, here's a live look downtown Utica from our Nexus camera. Again, gorgeous blue skies, low humidity, just fantastic top 10 day material across central New York. And of course, as expected, things are quiet and dry in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 top of the radar. Temperatures this afternoon are slowly rising into the low 70s. Westmoreland checking at 70 degrees. Big Moose a little cooler at 64, Little Falls 72, Dollarville 70, Cooperstown 70, Skenevis 67, Hamilton 66, and Sherburne with 71 degrees. The nice weather will continue for the majority of this holiday weekend. Starting out for Saturday, partly cloudy skies, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. A chance for a spotty shower between 6 to 8 p.m. as a weak disturbance moves in from the northwest. However, this will be brief, if any, and most rain chances will be over and done with by early Sunday. Sunday, more humid and slightly more warm with highs in the low 80s with mostly sunny skies. And for Labor Day itself, another big warm-up, most sunny skies, highs in the mid to even upper 80s. And that warm-up will continue into the majority of this coming work week. So as we head into a dry pattern, we're looking at clear night skies. And a look at your planet viewing forecast. Here's a look at some of the times you can be seeing some of your planets. The one I'm going to be noting right here is going to be Saturn. Saturn's actually the closest point to the Earth as of now. It's going to slowly start moving away throughout the next couple of months. And after 7:30, after sunset, it should be very easy to see from the east-southeast. Say that 10 times fast. And it should be at the peak level by midnight. And to our skycast, again, today, temperatures climbing up into the mid-70s. Beautiful weather, low humidity. Overnight lows tonight down into the upper 40s to low 50s with clear skies. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. And again, that weak disturbance moving through closer to sunset, producing possibly a brief shower. But again, that's going to be the only notable chance of rain showers for the near future, as the early morning hours Sunday start out mild with temperatures in the 60s, warming up into the low 80s by Sunday afternoon. And so again for today, highs in the mid-70s, just beautiful outdoor weather, easily top 10-day material. Tonight, clear skies, lows down into the upper 40s to low 50s. Our 7-day forecast, we have beautiful weather expected for this holiday weekend. Labor Day, sunshine, highs in the upper 80s. That will continue Tuesday and Wednesday, possibly reaching the 90s by Wednesday afternoon. Katrina?
Thank you, Eric. I don't think we could ask for a better forecast.
Yeah, you're right.
Happening this weekend, the Ring of Light. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 at noon. I'm Katrina Smith. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in the Weather Center tracking a gorgeous forecast for your holiday weekend. But what about down south, the aftermath?
Yeah, I'll get to that in just a minute. Yeah, and we're talking about very nice weather. Temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s, low humidity, easily a top 10 day here across central New York. And things are also quiet on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. But again, mentioning what is left of Hurricane Idalia, which is now a post-tropical cyclone Idalia. It is expected to strengthen back into a tropical storm Saturday morning, remain a tropical storm into Monday morning, and then weaken back into a post-tropical depression just off the East Coast by Tuesday and Wednesday. Still some uncertainty as to where this path will move beyond these next few days, but at least for the time being, we're still in the clear in terms of this system as it continues to move its way into the Atlantic. But again, here locally, quiet weather, temperatures in the mid-70s, again, easily top 10-day material. We do have very nice weather expected for this coming holiday weekend. I'll go into more detail on that coming up. Back to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Eric. And speaking
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. It's turning out to be a lovely day across central New York with low humidity, plenty of sunshine, and temperatures already climbing into the low 70s. Let's take a look back at the KV Tower camera. Something to notice here too, whether you like it or not, we do have some color popping up on some of the trees right here. It is still the end, wrapping up most of summer, but summer-like weather will return at least for the next several days or so. Things are quiet and dry in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and temperatures currently are slowly climbing. In the Mohawk Valley, the low 70s, 74 Little Falls, 71 Whitesboro, 72 degrees in Westmoreland, Lowville, 74, Big Moose 66, Inlet 69 degrees. And to the south, Cooperstown checking in with 69 degrees, Sherburne 72, Unadilla with 68 degrees, and Skeevis also with 68 degrees. Regarding this holiday weekend forecast, couldn't really ask for anything better in terms of temperatures, humidity, at least for the start. Saturday, low humidity with highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, partly cloudy skies, a chance for a spotty shower between 6 to 8 p.m. From weak disturbance to the west. Sunday, more humid with mostly sunny skies, highs in the low 80s. And for Labor Day itself, highs in the mid to upper 80s with, again, mostly sunny skies. And that heat will continue for the beginning of the work week next week. And with the clear skies expected, at least for some of the nights over the next several days, look at your planet viewing forecast. Again, tonight, beautiful weather expected. One planet to note here will be Saturn, the closest time of the year, at least for Saturn to be near the Earth. And you should be seeing it around 7:30 and will peak right around midnight. And our skycast again today, temperatures climbing up into the mid 70s with plenty of sunshine and low humidity. Overnight lows tonight falling into the upper 40s to low 50s. Humidity a little bit more noticeable tomorrow afternoon, but still not too bad. Partly cloudy skies Saturday afternoon. A chance for some spotty showers heading into Saturday evening from a weak disturbance. And then after that, though, humidity will be on the rise. A mild start Sunday. Temperatures in the 60s, warming up into the low 80s by Sunday afternoon. But again, just beautiful weather expected for this holiday weekend. And again for today, easily a top 10 day with highs in the mid 70s, low humidity. Tonight, clear skies, lows down into the upper 40s to low 50s. Our 7-day forecast beyond Labor Day, we're looking at somewhat of a heat wave, wouldn't technically call it there, with temperatures in the upper 80s and reach the low 90s by Wednesday.
Gorgeous forecast on this first day of September. It's like August was not summer-like at all, it didn't feel like. And September has decided that it'll give us a little bit of summer back, right?
Yes, summer was waiting until September to show up, but it finally did. So looking forward to the weather.
Speaking of summer, or summer in September, next week, the Mediterranean Festival is happening, and we got a sneak peek. They're already working on, putting the festival together. So these are cookies, compliments of St. George Orthodox Church. Again, the Mediterranean Festival. I know you want to try one.
Yeah, I got to try one.
I've been over here all, I think
I've
they've
tried
been here
these.
for an
I haven't
hour,
tried
and
these,
Eric
though,
took
so.
all those.
So I'm going to try this.
Yep.
You can try one of these, or?
I think I'm going to try one of the almond one. Our director said that the almond ones were really good, too. Oh, but I need to tell you about it. Okay, so preps are already underway for this. The St. George Greek Orthodox Church, Antiochian Church Mediterranean Festival is happening next weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So it's the 9th and the 10th. The festival is 350 Higbee Road in New Hartford. Starts on the 9th at noon, wraps up at 8 that day. Then on Sunday, the 10th, it's from noon until 5. And this is dine-in or takeout, and these cookies are just a sneak peek of what you'll have there. Eric, tell me how the cookie was, quick.
Very good.
Delicious, he said. Thumbs up for the cookies. Swifties who missed out on their favorite performer live in concert.
Let's get a first look forecast for this holiday weekend tonight at 5 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis, and it's looking less like Labor Day and more like 4th of July, Bill.
It's nice, though.
It is. I never said it wasn't.
Yeah,
it
it's nice. We have not had great weather, or at least hot weather, I should say, in the month of August. But as we turn the corner in September, we've got some very nice summer weather here as we wrap up summer here in central New York. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all in the 80s, and it gets warmer each day. A high of 80 tomorrow, 85 on Sunday. Hazy, hot, and humid Monday, 88 degrees. By the way, the warmest we've been in the month of August, 83. And we're going to have a stretch of weather that's going to be much, much warmer than that as we get into early next week. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's a nice evening in central New York. 74 degrees is the current temperature. Low humidity, light winds. The humidity, the heat will be on the rise as we head into the weekend. But again, the weather looks really nice. And near heat wave conditions expected early next week. We'll take a look at those temperatures coming up. Pleasant this evening, temperatures in the 70s. Again, a look at how hot it gets early next week, and that's coming up. Ben, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. Labor Day weekend is one of the
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We've got some very pleasant weather arriving this weekend. Days like today, but a lot warmer. And we'll see plenty of sunshine. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look pretty quiet across the area. Labor Day, the weekend leading into Labor Day too, well, looks great. Temperatures near 80 tomorrow, partly sunny skies. Sunny skies on Sunday, 85. And then we're up to 88 degrees with increasing levels of humidity on Labor Day. That should be a great day to enjoy summer activities, go to the beach, maybe hang out on the boat. Again, very nice weather is expected and dry weather. Just a small chance of a sprinkle late Saturday, but other than that, I mean, we should hold on to plenty of sunshine and days like today heading through most of the weekend. So live look in downtown Utica, there's a very thin layer of smoke in the upper part of the atmosphere today. It's not affecting air quality, but it might lead to a really nice sunset. So we'll be looking forward to that. Another thing that we're going to be watching in the night sky, Starlink satellites. This picture was taken yesterday by Devin. Many of you might have seen something similar to this, just a bunch of dots flying in the sky. Those are Starlink satellites. Those same satellites move across our sky tonight at 8:17. I can't promise you'll be able to see these because they tend to get dimmer the days after the launch. But if you're away from city lights and if you're looking really hard enough, you might be able to see them. They fly by at 8:17, visible for 5 minutes. Look pretty high in the sky. They'll make a pretty high pass over, and they'll be visible for about 5 minutes. Our temperature trend is heading up. Again, we're going to be in the upper 80s Monday, and it looks hot heading into early next week. To get to a heat wave, we've got to hit 90 3 days in a row. We're close to that, and that's where we're expecting temperatures to be for about 4 to 5 days next week. High pressure in control of our weather today. This high pressure system is going to slide to the south, and that's going to set the stage for a heat pump, bringing in some of those hotter temperatures. Tonight, comfortable. We're down into the low 50s to upper 40s. Not as cool as last night, but you can leave the windows open and at least give the air conditioner a break. You'll be needing it later this weekend. Partly sunny skies tomorrow at noontime, close to 80 degrees, into the low 80s in the afternoon. We might see a passing shower Saturday night and into Sunday. This is a push of some warmer air, a warm front rolling through. It's going to help temperatures climb into the mid-80s on Sunday, and it turns increasingly more humid heading into early next week. Comfortable tonight down to 51. Beautiful day tomorrow. Pleasant, partly sunny. High temperature of 80. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunny skies on Sunday, 85. Labor Day, 88. 90 degrees. Tuesday and Wednesday, lots of sunshine. A cold front arrives late Thursday, and it brings relief. Temperatures into the low 80s as we look ahead to Friday. And coming up in a few minutes, we're going to take a look at how the weather is going to play out if you're heading over to the New York State Fair this weekend.
Yeah, first day of meteorological fall today.
Yes.
And we're up into the 80s and 90s starting next week.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it is. It really is. Never ceases to amaze me, Bill.
Seasons are overrated.
Yeah, guess so. All right, thank you very much, Bill. Now to the aftermath of Hurricane Idalia and jaw-dropping damage along Florida's coastline. New drone video from communities just reopened shows just how brutal that Category 3 storm was when it made landfall Wednesday. President Biden now vowing to travel to Florida. This as authorities in Georgia confirmed a third person died in the storm. NBC's Maggie Vespa has more.
In the wake of Idalia's deadly wrath, a stunning new look at coastal Florida communities utterly decimated by the historic hurricane. Entire blocks torn to shreds when the Category 3 made landfall Wednesday, with pieces of homes scattered and trucks submerged in murky water.
We didn't expect it to be this bad.
Before and after satellite photos showing the storm's destruction in Florida. President Biden, who on Thursday thanked staff at FEMA headquarters for their response to Idalia and the Maui wildfires, will survey the damage in Florida on Saturday.
To the people of Florida and throughout the Southeast, I'm here to make clear that our nation has your back.
The president's promise coming alongside a series of updates on the struggle to recover.
Seeing a lot of damage, but I'm also seeing a lot of resiliency.
Long lines growing. with families desperate for donations and supplies. Idalia downgraded to a tropical storm Wednesday night, but still wreaked havoc in Georgia and the Carolinas, leaving behind a landscape of flooded communities. Georgia officials confirming a third hurricane-related death following 2 fatal car crashes in Florida during the storm, according to Florida Highway Patrol.
We do have 1 reported fatality in Lowndes County from a tree falling on a vehicle. We're certainly keeping the family in our thoughts.
Meanwhile, images of Floridians who opted not to evacuate going viral. This man enjoying a beer in his recliner even though his living room is flooded. For Deborah Mims in hard-hit Perry, she heard this massive tree come crashing down while she rode out the storm in her home.
Realize you're stronger than you think you are. And then you walk outside and you're like, oh wow, I made it through. I didn't, die.
Still ahead, the Food and Drug Administration is running behind. Now the forecast at 5:30 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Yeah, if you're heading to the New York State Fair tomorrow, it should be a nice day for that. Partly sunny skies, temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s, a light breeze. It's also going to be a nice day just to be doing summer things like heading out on the boat or laying by the beach. Partly sunny skies, temperatures close to 80 degrees, light winds, which means you're going to have small waves. Not really looking at any wavy winds to create too much waves here during the day tomorrow. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's looking dry. It's also going to be a nice evening to take the dog out for a walk. Temperatures are expected to cool off into the low 70s this evening. Tonight's featured dog is Taz from Rome. And if you want to be part of this, head to Facebook, search for Bill's Buddies. We've got a look at the weekend forecast coming up. Ben, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. The Community Foundation of Herkimer.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A pleasant weekend is expected. Generally dry weather and a noticeable increase in the heat and the humidity. Let's take a look at the humidity first. Saturday, it's still pretty comfortable, but you'll notice a change starting Sunday. And it's Monday and Tuesday of next week where the weather will become very uncomfortable with higher levels of humidity and heat. In fact, some of the hottest weather we've seen for a good portion of the summer arriving as we head into the first week of September. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Pretty quiet across the area. Clear skies, a live look in Oneonta. If you saw Starlink last night, a bunch of satellites, we have the chance of seeing these tonight. This picture was taken last night by Devin. We had a lot of people seeing the Starlink satellites fly by. You can often see them immediately after launch, and it's hard to keep track of when SpaceX is launching these satellites. This is for worldwide coverage of internet. The satellites that came through last night will move by again at 8:17. They tend to get dimmer with time, so I don't think they're going to be as easily spotted as they were last night, but I think it's worth a shot. You've got to be away from city lights, and they're going to be dimmer than they were last night. Again, they're going to make a pass pretty high along the horizon, and you'll need a little bit of patience if you're trying to look for these tonight, and good luck. Looking at a big change in the jet stream pattern. It's been cool for the month of August, but the jet stream is going to lift to the north. So all that heat in the country that hasn't made it here will make it here beginning this weekend. And this weather pattern is likely going to stick around for several days. In fact, close to a heat wave. We've got to have 3 days in a row at or above 90 or close to that. And we see that beginning Monday and lasting through Thursday. So about 4 to 5 hot days ahead. I might even want to consider Sunday in that group as well. Our sky watchers, Barneveld 71 degrees, Curtis Corner 70, Inlet 70 degrees, Mike in New Hartford with 72. Just a nice day, lots of sunshine. Cassville 73, Milford 66 degrees, and Morris checking in with 73. It is going to cool off tonight with clear skies and low humidity in place, and high pressure will keep us dry throughout the weekend. There's one chance of seeing rain here, or at least the chance of some showers, and that's going to be tomorrow night. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, comfortable tonight. We're down into the low 50s. Partly sunny skies on Saturday, warmer with high temperatures close to 80 degrees. A warm front drops in tomorrow night, and that could create a shower overnight into very early Sunday morning. We'll notice that increase in humidity following that. And also warmer temperatures. On Sunday, we're expecting highs to climb into the mid-80s. Comfortable tonight, down to 51. Beautiful day tomorrow, partly sunny and pleasant, a high temperature of 80. Again, the small chance of a shower late Saturday, mainly Saturday night. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sunny weather, 4 days of sunshine in a row. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, close to 90 Tuesday and Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms return on Thursday and Friday. We'll be right back.
Time now for a first look at your forecast tonight at 6. Here's meteorologist Bill Curtis. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Ben. We are tracking a lovely weekend, a lovely holiday weekend in central New York. Looking at temperatures near 80 on Saturday, partly sunny skies. Sunday, sunny, 85. Hot, humid Monday, Labor Day, looking at a high temperature of 88. This warm weather is something we haven't seen in quite a while. In fact, the warmest we've been in August was only 83. And it looks like we're going to have a stretch of weather that is going to move well beyond that here as we head into early next week. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry. Current temperature 73 degrees, sunny skies, low humidity. That'll lead to a comfortable night. A beautiful weekend. Again, it's going to be warm. The weather next week remains hot. It's not just Labor Day that could make a run towards 90 degrees. We're going to have several days in a row that may be able to do that. And we're going to take a look at how long the heat lasts when it does get here, and that's coming up. Ben, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. Labor Day weekend is one of the busiest.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We've got some very nice weather heading into the weekend. It is going to warm up and feel a lot like the middle of summer with high heat and humidity beginning Sunday. Live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's nice and dry this evening. It has been a beautiful day. You might have noticed some milky skies. Just a hint of that today. That's wildfire smoke from northwestern Canada. It's not reaching the ground. It's not affecting air quality, but it may lead to a colorful sunset this evening. We'll be looking forward to that. The forecast heading through Labor Day, again, it is looking nice. We'll start out with 80 degrees on Saturday afternoon with partly sunny skies. We're up to 85 on Sunday. Lots of sunshine through the weekend, and it's going to be hot on Monday. Labor Day's high temperature, 88 degrees with increasing levels of humidity. Clear skies tonight. This was last night. Starlink satellites showed up in central New York. A lot of folks sending us in pictures like this picture from Devon. These same group of satellites will be making a pass by tonight at 8:17. They tend to get dimmer with time, but it might be worth taking a look. No promises you'll be able to see this. Again, 8:17, look high in the sky. These make a pass pretty close to above, directly overhead. You need to be in a place that's away from city lights if you're going to have any chance of seeing this. The jet stream changing dramatically, bringing in summer weather that we haven't seen much of. Actually, we haven't seen much of at all throughout the month of August. But again, as we look ahead, we're going to see some very warm days ahead. Beginning Monday, lasting through most of next week, thinking about a 4-day stretch where temperatures will be very close to 90 degrees, and it'll feel like that with the humidity. Enjoy the nice weather for now. Barneveld, 71 degrees, the nice cooler weather, I should say. Forestport, 70. Inlet, Curtis Corners checking in with 70. Across Southern Valleys, Worcester, 71. And Sequoia MJ with 71 degrees. We've got high pressure in control of our weather that'll drop south and serve as a heat pump, bringing a consistent southwest wind to our area. Tonight, comfortable. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 40s to low 50s. Partly sunny skies on Saturday. There's a slight chance of a passing shower tomorrow night. This is part of a warm front, a push of some more humid weather for Sunday. Temperatures start out Sunday morning at 70 degrees with lots of sunshine. Should be a beautiful day and warmer too. Sunday's high temperature in the mid 80s. Comfortable tonight down to 51. Tomorrow, partly sunny and pleasant, temperature of 80. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunny weather throughout this stretch. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. It'll get close to 90 on Tuesday and Wednesday, and it'll feel warmer than that with the humidity. A cold front approaches on Thursday, and that will knock the temperatures down into the low 80s as we look ahead to Friday. So warmest day in August, 83. We're going to easily do that several of these days. Number of days in the 80s in August, 8. And if we do this, this will be 7 already. Very different, yeah.
And here I was thinking that all the pool days were over for the summer.
Not yet.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Never ceases to amaze me, and just in time for kids to go back to school.
Unfortunately.
It never, thank you very much, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Time now for a first look at your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. And Labor Day weekend, first day of meteorological fall today. And boy, that forecast does not look like it.
Yeah, we're going the other way.
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about warm weather here, and if you're looking to enjoy the Labor Day weekend, pick a day. I mean, really every day looks nice here. Saturday, 80 degrees. Sunday, 85. Monday, 88. It's going to feel a lot more like the middle of summer as we progress through the weekend. We're looking at increasing levels of humidity and dry weather throughout. The only chance of rain looks to be Saturday night. But other than that, it's looking to be a dry stretch of weather. Dry out there this evening. Current temperature is 57. We are cooling off, and we're expecting to drop into the 50s, the low 50s tonight. Another comfortable night ahead. Beautiful weekend. Next week, the heat, when it arrives, is looking to stick around. We'll let you know how long that lasts coming up. Again, down into the low 50s overnight. Look at your forecast coming out. Ben, back to you.
Bill, thank you very much. Are you ready to chill and grill? Labor Day weekend.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside. This is your New York Phil Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Clear skies this evening. Looking nice outside, and it is going to cool off pretty quickly. This is a live look in downtown Utica. We are looking at nice weather throughout the entire weekend. Our Labor Day forecast calling for temperatures near 80 on Saturday, 85 Sunday, 88 by Monday. The warmest we've been in the month of August, 83. And we've hit 80 degrees 8 times in the month of August. It's been cooler than average, but we are really turning the corner as we head into the month of September, and we're looking at some very warm weather. Nice day to be out on the boat tomorrow. Partly sunny skies, light winds, small waves. A very enjoyable one, too. If you're heading to the New York State Fair, again, also a nice day. Temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s, partly sunny skies, dry throughout. Major change in the jet stream is what's responsible for the big pattern change that we're expecting. We've seen the jet stream do something like this. Remember, the jet stream is a fast-moving river of air in the upper atmosphere. It's the storm track, the superhighway for storms. It also separates cool from warm air, and it's been looking like this most of August with the hot weather basically bottlenecked in the middle part of our nation. What's going to happen is the jet stream's going to lift to the north, and that's going to allow the heat to arrive. This type of pattern change will cause the heat to linger for multiple days. We're thinking 4, perhaps 5 days where temperatures will be very much above average in the upper 80s to near 90 before this pattern starts to break down. And again, it begins Monday, maybe even Sunday, depending on how you look at it, with temperatures in the upper 80s here for a stretch of time. It looks like we could even be making a run towards 90 Tuesday and Wednesday. That's just the air temperature. The humidity will make it feel like low to mid 90s. Radar and satellite image, again, pretty quiet weather locally. High pressure will be dropping south. That turns the winds into the southwest. That also steers the hot weather and brings temperatures up as we head throughout the course of the weekend and early next week. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the low 50s. A cool start to the day tomorrow. Partly sunny skies. A warm front moves in from the north as we head into tomorrow night. That could bring a few light showers to the area. Not a big deal weather-wise. We start out near 70 on Sunday, and it warms up. Looking at temperatures in the mid 80s, I should say, Sunday afternoon. Comfortable tonight, low of 51. Tomorrow, partly sunny, pleasant. Temperatures near 80. Stern Tracker 2 7-day forecast. In addition to the heat, it's dry. I think in August we only had 2 days in a row that had no rain in a row. and we flipped that one around.
I don't know how you did it, Bill.
Next chance of rain Thursday.
I like that forecast. I really like that.
I feel bad for the kids that are going back to school.
You know, I was thinking that, and I feel bad for my girlfriend also. You know,
Teacher.
Teacher at Richfield Springs, and it's going to be 80s, 90s, and back to school.
Stuck inside. Yeah.
Oh, no. All right, well, thank you very much, Bill. Coming up, we have time now for a first look at your forecast tonight at 11 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Bill, it's September, but that forecast is looking more like July.
Yeah, and we really haven't had the heat either in the month of August, and it's coming all over the place, just in time for Labor Day weekend. Weather looks nice if you're trying to do a barbecue or have some beach time. That's actually the most appropriate place with this forecast here. 80 degrees Saturday, partly sunny. 85 on Sunday, 88 on Labor Day. We get the humidity that's going to build throughout the weekend, and it becomes much more like the middle of summer here as we head into the start next week. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar, looking dry. We're down to 56 degrees. It is cooling off quickly. Our weather headlines: another comfortable night. You can leave the windows open, cool off the house. You will need the air conditioner, though, heading into the weekend, especially by late Sunday and Monday. Beautiful weekend ahead. And we are looking at some hot weather, some hot temperatures heading into early next week. I'm going to let you know how long the heat lasts when it does arrive, and that's coming up. Ben, back to you.
Bill, thank you very much. Are you ready to...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside on a very lovely Friday night across Central New York. It's cooling off. You can open up the windows, cool off the house, and we've got that almost full moon shining brightly over the city of Utica. We moved our tower cam this evening, still looking to the east, and nice clear skies in place. It's going to be a nice holiday weekend. Looking at warm weather, we'll be close to 80 on Saturday, partly sunny skies. Sunny skies on Sunday up to 85 degrees, and then it's hot and it's humid on Monday. Sunny skies, a high temperature of 88. Great boating weather this weekend, especially Monday. We're looking at generally light winds throughout the weekend, which means not too much in the way of waves. Again, I definitely encourage you to enjoy the warmth while we have it, because as we know, we are climbing into the month of September, and we know this won't be lasting for too long. Going to the New York State Fair tomorrow, a nice day for that too. Temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s under partly sunny skies. The jet stream is changing. We've been stuck in this pattern called a trough, where the jet stream is driven to the south. Jet stream, by the way, recall, is a fast-moving river of air in the upper part of the atmosphere. It's a steering current for storms, and it also separates cool and warm air. This jet stream is going to lift to the north, and that's going to allow the heat, which has been avoiding central New York for most of August, it's been in our nation's midsection, to spill eastward. This type of weather pattern creates hot weather that sticks around. So we're looking at several days in a row where temperatures will be pushing 90 from Monday all the way through Thursday. Even Sunday's pretty hot, but we won't hit 90 Sunday. We could do it on Tuesday and Wednesday, so a near heat wave with temperatures at or above 90 3 days in a row. We've got a shot to do that. Radar and satellite image, again, clear skies in place, high pressure and control. As this drops to the south, winds turn into the northwest, and that is going to basically turn on the heat pump in our nation's midsection. It's going to carry all that eastward. Tonight, clear skies, overnight lows drop down into the low 50s. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies, temperatures near 80 degrees. A warm front arrives tomorrow night. That could spark a shower Saturday night. So if you're planning on going camping, just be aware there might be some rain here. But again, it's Saturday night. That doesn't last for very long. Sunday looks sunny with, again, temperatures in the mid-80s. Comfortable tonight, 51 for the overnight low. Beautiful day tomorrow, partly sunny, 80 degrees. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunny skies, 4 days in a row. Feels like hitting the lottery, doesn't it? Temperatures close to 90 degrees. Next chance of rain, at least during the day, on Thursday. I know you're in shock.
Just never seen anything like it. It's unbelievable,
Summer
Bill.
timber.
Yeah, seriously, though. All right, thank you very much, Bill.